Good afternoon, my fellow crime scientists. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll just give a few moments for people to come in. Hello there, Shady Grady. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hope all is well. Hello there, Robert. Thank you very much for stopping by. Nathan Hubby, thank you very much. Hope all is well. Hello there, Red Laser. Thank you very much for stopping by. Yeah, so today is Maintenance Monday, so just doing some much needed maintenance on the tanks. Just finishing up doing some. I'll just bring down doing some work on these two tanks here, and then I'm going to be moving on to those over there. So it is a busy day for me. Appreciate that, Nathan. But yeah, so feel free to relax, talk amongst yourselves. I'm just gonna go grab a bucket of new fresh water to start topping off those tanks here. So be right back. I have returned. All good, Shady. Hey there, Dee Dee. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hello there, my fish tank aquatics. Thank you very much for stopping by. Ian, welcome. Scotty, my good friend, finally made it. Welcome. Ian is driving and lurking. That's totally fine. Just make sure you are focusing on the road. Drive safe. My hands are currently dry. We'll put this in. Ooh, don't get stuck on that. Got stuck to the side. Cora says, why isn't Dee Dee a mod? She's good at keeping everyone in line. That is true. She is on my list. She just hasn't been coming to the streams, and it's totally fine. But I want to make those who are moderators who have been coming to the streams more often. And then Scotty says, Professor FishTanks, did I hear in a replay yesterday you are finally propagating some of your own plants? I am not finally propagating them. They just so happen to have propagated. So I decided to pluck them off and just pot them and see how they do. Some of them are doing better than others, but yeah. Also, some of the plants that are in here that I took off the website, because they were covered in algae. Some of them are now back on in stock. So the Nymphoides hygrophila Taiwan and the Echinoderus renai is back on stock because I believe that the algae, is under control for them. The Bacopa, not confident with those, but I'm working on it. Hopefully, I'll get it under control by the time the new shipment of plants come in this week. But it's just a one-time thing, Scotty. So one of the things that I had going on with this tank is that the nitrates were a bit higher than I wanted it to be. So after I do this water change, I'm actually not going to add any fertilizer. And I'm just going to test the nitrates to see where they are before I do any further fertilization. And I mean, it kind of also makes sense because there's not a lot of plants in here to take up all those nutrients. So a water change was very much needed on this tank. Hopefully this is enough water to top this tank back up. Come on, you can make it. So close. I'll just pour what's in here out into the specimen container. That should cover that. And then I just have to fill up the bottom one. Let me also turn on the filter. There we go. That's on. Yeah, like I said, some are doing better than others. It's still a work in progress, but fingers crossed. Hello there, JT Fish Keeping. Thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate it. Cool. Also, if you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to put them in chat and hopefully I'll get to them. Okay, I'm also going to dose some of this. Go. And perfect every time. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I have no issues with propagating. I just don't have good variety, and I want to be a main source of high quality tropical plants. So that's what I've been focusing on. And yes, JT, those are Tropica plant holders. I think I mentioned it in one of your live streams. I am a Tropica retailer here in the US. I have two, yeah, I have two in this tank and I have one in the bottom tank. The measurements just work very well that I can have both of them together. Professor Fish Tanks, the roller thingy you sell, how well does it work on snails? Does it scoop them up without killing them? Yes, they do. Let's do a little field trip to the website. Stand by. I was actually just using it not too long ago because there were some snails in the bottom tank. And they're perfectly fine. Hang on. Also, hi, Coral. Sorry if I didn't say that. Okay, I'm going to move Scotty's comment to the side for a bit. So if we go to aquarium equipment and supplies, and right here, the Dennerley snail catcher. All right, that's what it looks like, and that's that. So what it basically is, it's a roller. That white part is the roller, and that clear plastic thingy on the bottom is the catcher. So what it does is, as a snail is on the glass or on the walls of your tank, you basically bring the roller down and you go up, and it should scoop that snail off of the wall, and it'll drop into that holder. And it's supposed to be humane. It should not kill the snails. It should just kind of like remove them off of it. And it is telescopic, so you can actually extend it depending on the depth. I can't remember off the top of my head how long it actually goes on, how long it actually extends to. I think it says up to 35 centimeters or 31 centimeters, but the packaging picture is a little blurry. But it is definitely a good tool to have, in my opinion. I don't have many left. I think I have like two, maybe. Yep, I only have two. Yeah, Scotty, it's the aquarium equipment and supplies. It's on the top of that section. Go to store and then aquarium equipment and supplies. Yep, definitely, definitely a way to harvest your snails for your puffers. That's true. How you doing, Steven? But, okay. A little bit of what you call it, biofilm on the top there. I'll usually turn on the air to kind of break it up a little bit, but I don't have it turned on right now because I don't want to do a lot of gas exchange. It only could be easily fixed with the Awaze crystal skin, but I think that's a little too overboard for a plant holding tank. Be right back. Actually, hang on. Let me put the lid on first. That's what I was gonna do. And then I'm gonna let it run for a little bit, and later on today I'll do a test on it to see where the nitrates are. Oh, cool. Scott is getting it. Appreciate it. Coro, it's mainly for like your pest snails, your little tiny pest snails. Not much for like your larger snails, really. Um, Basically the size that's on that picture is usually what it would catch. Do you sell pond plants through Atlantic Aquariums too? I'm looking for sweet flag. Do you know the scientific? Do have one of my other plant distributors does sell pond/bog plants, but it's scientific name. But it's in scientific names. They don't really have the common name. But I don't think I can get that in. I can get like lilies and other things like that. Um, I can also get carnivorous plants in too, because they are technically considered bog plants as well. So here I've got pond plants. Actually, let me see if I can put it in the search. Sweet flag. Nope, not available. I'll look into it, but okay, Acarissa graminis. Okay, let me type that in real quick. See what pops up. Here it is. Okay. Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. Then let me try and copying that. Go back to my plant distributor. Go to the search bar, put that in, and hopefully something pops up. Yes, it does pop up. Okay, let's see here. I might just be able to get it in Coro, but it's not in the potted it's not potted, it's just with the roots, which is kind of um kind of sucks. I'm trying to log in. Hopefully I'm not sharing my screen on that. No, excuse me. Come on. Okay, well, while that loads up so I can see if I can actually get it in. What? Are you serious? What else is going on here? Hey there, Zen. Thank you much for stopping by. I'm surprised you didn't say Wakanda, otherwise I'd be like, Wakanda forever! What level is a Canaduris species Renai? If low light, does it have to have CO2 or is low tech okay? It's an easy category plant, right? Yeah, it's easy category. But it is a sword plant, so it is a heavy root feeder. So you definitely want to plant it in a good substrate. Um, nutrient rich substrate. It also, if you keep it under good lighting, it'll also maintain that nice reddish maroony brown coloration to it. But it is a really cool plant. It is not too tall like your traditional Amazon sword. I believe it's more like a mid ground. But it is easy to maintain. Hey there, Californian. Thank you very much for stopping by. Sweet people saying hello highs. Bare root is fine. Ships easier than potted in my experience. Yeah, it's just but easier for me to keep before it sells, if that makes sense. I might just have to pot it myself. Yeah, it's on the distributor's website. I'm just trying to log in to actually see if it's available, and it's not logging in. It's giving me issues. I don't know why. Maybe it's upset I haven't been buying from them for a while. Yeah, I'm logged in now. Okay, so let's go to search. Put that in again. And it is in stock. Okay, cool. Uh, Coro, by all means, see if you can get it locally, and then just let me know. But I will put this on the list for when I order from this distributor. It's not going to be for a while, because I've already placed an order for Tropica. So now I'm just going to wait until all those plants go away before I place another order. Um, but I am able to get it in. Cool. Does not tell me how big it comes in though, which is interesting. Usually they do mention that. Scotty says, Professor Fish Tanks, I would like to make it known that I am doing mod duties. I dropped a link and everyone is behaving. If DD acts up, I will let you know. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Hey there, Jeff. Thank you very much for stopping by. Jeff Kane, welcome. Jeff, I believe your TS pen should be arriving today. Oops, sorry. Then he loses mod privileges, Jenna. He was about to because he hasn't been showing up to the streams in a while. And you're very well. If you're, I can't talk today. You're very welcome, Jeff. Please let me know how it works for you. Which by the way, if any of you have bought anything from the website, I would greatly appreciate it if you just scroll down a little bit on the product page and get a little review. Because mainly so that I know that what I have on the website is working. If it's not working, that lets me know that I need to take it off the website because it's not working for people. So if I act up, can I request DD be the one to punish me? Ugh. No, thank you. I would not put that on anybody. I don't like snakes either. Professor Fish thinks I have been working during all of your recent streams. That is true. That is true. DD says I always forget to do reviews. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, back to whatever I was doing over here. Keep chatting, guys. Keep asking questions if you like. I appreciate it. But I want to finish topping off these tanks so I can start working on that. Be right back. Hang on. I just realized, I just remembered that I'm actually not filling that tank back up because I need to treat the sponge filter for algae. There was some algae growing on it, so I'm going to treat it first and clean it up before putting it back in there. So I don't need to top that up yet. Which means we can actually move on to those guys, which is cool, and they're not going to take too long anyway. No, you don't, Steven. Jenny and Button are sweethearts, but they're still hippos. Yep, feel free to hit that like button. Appreciate it, Scotty. Alrighty, we're going to move. Hang on. I'm going to turn the cam off for a moment while I adjust. And I might have to prop the laptop up a little bit. Hope everybody's Monday is going well. Also, Jenna or Steven, how's the gecko doing? Has it acclimated all right to its new environment? First things first, filter goes off. And heater, which I always forget which plug is which because there's two of the same ones on here. Ah, don't fall. Okay, it's the first one. There we go. And I have no idea how that got in there. I'm also going to turn this off, otherwise it's going to suck up crud into here. There we go. All right. And then for this, we're going to switch over to the Nano Siphon Hose by Hero Aquatics. Which I'm gonna have this on the website soon, by the way, but or not. Don't say anything like this. Okay, so I'm gonna start off in the corner here because there are babies in here, and I do not want to suck them up. Actually, I'm also going to do this. Hang on. This as well. Because I just realized at some point I do have to take that pre-filter sponge out to clean. Don't do that. To clean, and it's going to bring a lot of muck out. So oh, not bad. Not bad. Probably because the siphon in the the Hangout back. As in, oh, I spoke too soon. Okay. All right, you go in there. Oh, boy. What are people talking about? So Jenna says they told us not to handle her much for a few days, fair enough, to let her adjust. So we're just watching her, keeping her enclosure moist, and giving her fresh food and water. That's cool. Nice. Yep, as long as she's eating well, should be good. Hey there, fish and things with Lando, excuse me. Hope all's well. Chat is glitching. Maybe I can't be trusted to be professional. I've already gone through the requirements to be a mod. If you qualify for it and people are recommending, then I will make you a moderator. Nothing wrong with that. But I have no shame in saying that I am very picky with my moderators. Not the tank water flow down. Yeah, Nathan knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yep, I hate when that happens. To be fair, both Jenna and Steven have been very, very kind and very well on the stream, so which I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't have any issues. There are a few people. Master FishTanks, Jenna is more fit than me. Scotty, I made you a moderator solely out of the fact that you are a very good friend of mine. But if you don't want to be a moderator, I'll kick you off of it and then put Jenna as a moderator. I'm going to be a little daring here. Go away. Go away. It's not food. Ooh, this is not good. Not good. Go away. Go away. Go away. Not food. Just stirring up the substrate a little bit to get some of that gunk out. But also being very vigilant of not sucking up any babies. I mean, the holes in this thing are small enough, but there are like teeny tiny babies in here. So I'm just very paranoid. And there goes the downflow. I also meant to clean the glass as well, and I forgot to do that. Oh, sorry, my back hurts. Ian, the reason is because you were recommended to be a mod. But I can take you off if you don't want to be. That's totally fine. I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable moderating. Scotty says, I don't mind being a mod, but it feels very awkward being one and her not. Kind of like a snail lover adding a puffer to the tank. And I appreciate that, Zen. You do a very good job. Thank you. Did I miss something Nathan said? Oh, I'm getting water in my CO2 line about the bubble line. Excuse me. I put another check valve in an inch above it, hoping it would help, but no bubble counter. Half full with water. It's coming from that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but shouldn't a bubble counter have water in it though? So you can actually see the bubbles? I'm a bit confused as to where there's water going into it. Yeah. Yeah, Scotty. And exactly. Jenna already has a lot of things on her plate. I just love that there's a whole debate on who should be a moderator. Ay, ay, ay. Hello there, Geek Boy. Thank you very much for stopping by. Season, this is one of the reasons I like that you're a moderator. Always supporting. Mr. FishTanks, can you please deliver my snail catcher to my desk? My chair is currently covered with fire extinguisher cabinets that need to be assembled. Okay. You got it, bud. Zen can never be afraid of Myrtle. She is way ahead of him anyway. Myrtle should be afraid of Zen, I think. Noted, Jeff. Thank you. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that is strange. Um, Believe it or not, I have no check valve on my CO2 line, but the water never really gets in there, and by the also mainly because the CO2, the actual CO2 canister is actually above, so there's like a little loop. Um, so I don't have any issues. And then obviously when the CO2 kicks back on, it just pushes the water back out anyway. Um, he's never done that once. I've never shipped anything at once. That's the thing is like, but Jenna, picture this. Just imagine the day I decide to leave the aquarium. Then he has to um then he has to pay shipping or come pick it up. Do local pickup instead of local delivery. Myrtle probably is afraid of Zen. That is also a good point, Nathan. Is it in the right direction? Sometimes the check valves do have an arrow as well, in term which is pointing to the direction of the flow going through the check valve. So you might want to double check that as well. That is a good point. Thank you very much for stopping by, Jeff. Take care. How full is the bubble counter? Only fill it about 3/4. Yeah, it's not the bubble counter, it's the airline hosing past the check valve. Scott, you can blame the carriers for that. A little inside tidbit for you. But especially with livestock, I would rather pay extra for good shipping and quicker shipping, so that way they come to me quickly. I've only had fish delivered to me once. Mostly I've gotten plants in and other dry goods, but fish I only got delivered once, and I am planning on ordering fish online. Basically more of the Vienna guppies, the true strain, and then at some point from Dan's Fish, if he gets in some stuff that I'm looking for, notably the freshwater pipefish. I mean, it's only a half-hour drive for him if he comes from the from work to where I am. And that's the thing with me for shipping is for me to keep shipping costs down, like the flat rate shipping down to where it is currently, I have to crank up the prices for the products. Or what I've done just recently, in case if anybody missed that announcement, is that the minimum purchase requirement to get free shipping on USPS has been bumped up to 100 now, just like the overnight UPS. So it's what I could think of to keep shipping prices to where they are, but the carriers are just cranking it up. That's nice. So if anybody is part of the ACLC, you might want to get into that. Yeah, I put some of those fish on the wish list, so we'll see when he gets in. Because for the pipefish, I would have to set up a brand new setup. For the other fish that I'm getting, is basically going to be going in with the guppies. Well, not the guppies, the endlers when I set their tank up. So um, I don't mind if it takes a while for them to get in because it's going to take a while for me to set that tank up. Yeah. Most likely. Okay, back to work. Oh, I also want to keep track of time because at 5 o'clock, What Your Plants is going live, and then at 7 o'clock, Scotty is going live. So I want to make sure that we all get to those live streams. Narrow stills have been doing a good job of keeping the glass clean. Where did I put my microfiber towel? Oh, there it is. My Amazon frog bed has not been doing well. Like leaves keep turning yellow. And I suspect it could just be lack of nutrients. So after I do the water change, I'm gonna add some in. Do a test first, of course. Always test your water, and then see if that does anything. Grows like crazy, but the larger plants just I don't know what it is, but it's been a constant battle. All right, so I'm just gonna. Scotty, are you working tomorrow? Cool. So I'll bring the snail catcher tomorrow. Appreciate the purchase. All right, time for the icky wiki stuff. Filter. Actually, I'm just going to use this to catch the water puddle. Hey, look at that. Not a lot of gunk in there. All thanks to that pre-filter. Nathan, you should get dart frogs so you can get stuff from me. And just joking. I'm looking to see that I most likely will have to clean that as well, which is fun. Let's work on this first. Oh, look at that. Disgusting. Water was clean, and the moment I started squeezing this thing, it is black. Scotty, how's your immerse setup going? Actually, never mind. You're gonna probably talk about it in your live stream. At least that's what you would say. Also, for any of you who are interested in saltwater, me and Ian, Atkins Nature Aquarium, are going to be doing a live stream next week, I think, on a Friday. I think it's a Friday. So stay tuned for that. And also this week, the new YouTube channel for Atlantic Aquariums will be going live. I've decided to just start all over. So some of the videos I had posted on the old YouTube channel are just going to get deleted with the account. And then the live plant unboxing will be, I guess, the first ever video on that channel. So stay tuned for that. I will have to reach out to Matt so that he can change all the links on FishFam. So that way you guys aren't getting sent to the wrong thing, if that makes sense. And then I've also started recording for the video that talks about the L and C numbers, how that came to be, why we use it, all that stuff. Pretty excited about that. Cool. I'm gonna move this to the side for a moment. I'm gonna have a little bit of water, and actually, no, hang on. I need to also clean this out. Oh shoot, forgot about that. That's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. There we go. Okay. I have to go to the store and find some form of cleaner that is small enough to get in there. Do some research first, see what is available. Be right back. Alrighty. Unfortunately, I've lost the little ring that goes over here that makes this like sealed tight so water is not pushing through there, and so it easily comes apart, which is annoying, and basically stays together by the airline. I don't know where that went, but it's very inconvenient. That should be okay. Mhm. It says a professor, I wouldn't own a frog if you paid me well unless it was in the thousands. Well, dart frogs are pretty nice. I wouldn't keep. I don't like large species of frogs. I like the ones that stay relatively short. Dart frogs are great. The fire red belly toads, the fire belly toads, those are really nice as well. There's a few other frog species that are very nice. Um, I've kept them in laboratory settings, and they were pretty well. They were pretty nice. Professor, how is the saltwater macro tank coming along? It is coming along. I am saving money for it. Um, I'm going to be getting a few other things. I'm going to order a few other things in, and then I just have to clear up that stand. And I'm trying to find a mat to put the tank on. The problem is the 50% off tank sale on Petco is over, so I'm waiting for them to get to do that sale again, so that so I can get it. Uh, oh, cool! Just advertise the ACLC discount on our new members only group. Nice, appreciate it. Yeah, if you're a paid member of the ACLC, you do get a member discount on Atlantic Aquariums. Atlantic Aquariums does sponsor. I don't know if you would call it a sponsorship, but we do sponsor the club. Basically, as an incentive to joining as a member, you get a discount code to Atlantic Aquariums. Sama, do you handle your frogs? I do like the fact that we'll be able to hold and interact with the gecko. So you don't really want to handle frogs that much. When I had to handle frogs, we would have to wear like gloves that didn't have anything on them, because remember, frogs can absorb a lot from their skin. So they can absorb any type of chemicals or anything on your hands from the skin. So we had to use sterile gloves if we had to hold them. Otherwise, we would do our best not to hold them, or we would try to, if we had to transport them or anything, we would try and catch them in cups and things like that. You definitely don't want to hold the frogs more than you have to. The same thing goes for turtles, anything like that. Mainly with the turtles and terrapins, things like that, is mainly because of the salmonella thing. But that was in our laboratory setting. So I think I just saw the Petco sale just started back. Did it really? last time I checked, they had a sale on their tank kits, not on actual, like not just on the glass tank, the glass aquarium. But if that's the case, then I need to go to Petco. Problem is there are all the Petcos near me in Jersey have closed down. So the closest one is in Bensalem, PA. So I have to cross the river for that. They do have it back on sale. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, Scotty. 50% off Aqueon open glass tanks, plus 10% off select Aqueon supplies. Good to know. All right, I'll take a trip down to Petco and I will get that tank before that sale goes away. Well, frogs are still cute too. It's okay. I rather would not handle animals anyway. I just like to observe them in their housing, and if we do have to move them, there are ways to move them. But yeah, if you want something that'll crawl all around you, then I guess a lizard is the way to go, or a snake. But that's just not what I do or specialize in. So I am not a dog person. I know the subscriber count's going to go down. There are a few reasons as to why. As a matter of fact, we aren't even allowed to have dogs in the house. Cats are okay. My sister actually has a cat. You may have noticed me interacting with that spoiled brat from time to time when I'm live. Um, Unfortunately, my sister's married now, so she lives with her husband. But the cat is still with us because her sister-in-law ended up getting a cat. It was a male, and they do not get along. Because when all of us had to go overseas for my sister's wedding, their cat was staying over our house because we had family still living in the house, and they did not get along. My sister's cat was like, "Who are you? Get out of here!" And yeah, so because of that, uh, even though my sister wanted to bring the cat with her, my mother was like, "No, don't. It's gonna cause more problems than anything." So her cat has been living with us. Sometimes she behaves, sometimes she does not behave. Like yesterday, when she scratched my sister's hand. Um, but yeah, so yeah, cats are fine. Um, even though technically my sister did not have permission to get a cat, but she ended up getting a kitten, and it's in a spiritual sense, when there's an animal in our care, we need to do our best to take care of them. So it took a while, but everybody in the household. Did I just disappear? All of a sudden, StreamYard kicked me out of the live stream and back to the thingy. I think StreamYard doesn't like me for some reason. Myrtle, I personally am not a cat person. I just tolerate it. I'm a full blown fish, semi aquatics, and bird person. I'm not I don't have as much of a sentimental attachment to my sister's cat as my sister does. Um, I absolutely adore fish. I absolutely adore birds. Parrots, parakeets, finches. Those are my jam. But I do take care of my sister's cat. I do feed it. I do give it pets and all that stuff. Ooh, don't forget, if you have a Pet Supplies Plus, they will match all competitors' prices, including the 50% off that Petco runs, and they often carry 20 longs and other sizes you can't find. For your information, yes, they do. And I think I have a Pet Supplies Plus. Is that like that's their rewards thing, right? Or their membership thing, like what PetSmart has? Because I do have a phone number that I give them whenever I buy something from there. I'm gonna tell you right now, Nathan, when I was talking about the ground rules for chat, I guarantee half the people were cussing me out anyway. It's okay. Not a lot of people like me. And I have learned to be okay with that. Hey Myrtle, fear the Zen. Fear the Zen ginger. The dog gods came in, got him. Laptop's still charged. I don't know why it kicked me out. It's the first time it's ever done that. Nope. Nope. Yeah, small animals are also a no-go for me. Change the name from Professor Fish Tanks to Poop Tanks now that you're doing magic. That's a good one. Yeah, same here, Zen. I bred parakeets for a while when I was living overseas in Pakistan in middle school. Um, I think I had two pairs of parakeets, and they laid eggs, and they gave the eggs hatched, and they grew up to be very beautiful birds. Like I had a parakeet, it was a male, and it was like white with silvery blue like patterns on the neck. Let me see if I can find it actually. It was a gorgeous bird, a gorgeous bird, and my mother forced me to sell most of them because my grandfather didn't really care that much, and but she let me keep him with a pair, with a mate, a female. No, it's not that one. Yeah, I don't see it, but I wish we took a picture of it. It was a gorgeous bird. But no. Yeah, I kept parakeets, I kept finches. We tried to breed the finches. Um, they would lay eggs, but for whatever reason, they just weren't fertile. I never had that issue. My birds, my mates, pairs, were behaving very well. Professor Fish Tanks, tell me about Pippa Pippa frogs. Pippa Pippa frogs. I have heard of that name before. Hang on. Is this what I think it is? It is what I think it is. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a frog that no thank you. So for those of you who are curious as to what that frog is, um might as well share my screen. Uh, that. So if you guys don't know what these guys are, one of the big things that a lot of people focus on is basically when they mate, okay? What happens is the male will push the eggs on top of the female. That's a very flattering picture. On top of the female, so those are eggs, and then what happens is a layer of skin covers them. So the female is incubating the eggs. And then what happens is when those eggs hatch, they hatch not as tadpoles, but actual mini mini frogs. And they start it's another name for the pippa pippa is the Suriname frog. You may have heard of it as that. And then they basically just you start seeing just holes being made on their skin, and the little tiny froglets just start popping out. It is a very interesting thing to see. Um, if you're squeamish, you definitely don't want to see that. But yes, that is what Scotty is talking about. I'll put that away. Uh, Sama, did you go to a Montessori school in Pakistan? My former teaching assistant was from Pakistan and said that it was very popular over there. No, so I went to a private school. It was a British private school. It's called Beacon House School Systems. It's an international school system. They have branches all over in Asia and in the UK, obviously. And the reason my mother chose that school is because that was the only school that allowed me as a foreigner to skip Urdu language, because I could speak Urdu, but I couldn't read or write it. And I was going into middle school at the time. And so that was the only school that allowed, because I was a foreigner, to be able to skip it. I was able to skip it for like 2 or 3 years, but then they changed the rules and they were like, you have to take Urdu, but you have to take elementary Urdu, like kindergarten Urdu. So I had to learn the alphabet and all that stuff all over again, which was annoying. Um, don't recommend that school. It was not a good school. Most of the kids that went there were like kids of rich people, politicians, things like that. Like they were like you would get like those pickup trucks come in, like those armored pickup trucks with guards sitting, and then in the middle would be like two kindergarten students coming to school, or first grader students coming to school. Um, got bullied the entire time I was there. Um, Even though I am South Asian, I am Pakistani, they bullied me because I came from the US. They would make fun of the US, or me in particular. So, and the teaching expertise there didn't like it. The teachers could care less. Um, did not like the my I did not like my school years there. Other than that, just living in Pakistan, I absolutely enjoyed it. I love the culture. I love my culture. I love the food, obviously. Um, but the first year when I moved there was hell. I was very depressed. I was suicidal. Um, because we kind of got tricked into going to Pakistan and end up staying there for 4 years. But after that first initial year, I was pretty good. I was enjoying myself, and then actually when it was time for us to come back, we didn't really want to come back. Um, but yeah, other than the school, I enjoyed living there. But yeah, Beacon House was the school I went to. It was a private. Most of the schools there are private. They do have like a government school system there, but it's not of the quality of of what the private schools are. Even private schools, some will be lacking, in my opinion. Scotty says, I used to breed birds when I was a little guy. A baby bird begging for food reminds me of a Ned begging for Scotty. I need to breed them for axolotl to complete, or an axolotl to complete a BAP class. Okay. I would recommend trying axolotls instead. I mean, you've got Foxy, who might be able to help you out with that. The Suriname toads are, but axolotls are cute. Yes, the cages I had were pretty big. They were handmade wooden cages, like the wooden framed cages. Um, Definitely not like what you would get here. But they had good spacing. It was a pretty big cage. Um, I think we also ended up splitting them as well. We got another cage and split them out. Are they fully aquatic? I believe they are. Um, yeah, I believe the Suriname toads are fully aquatic. Yep, they're fully aquatic. I was right. I also think the Suriname toad does have a poisonous, something poisonous as well. Okay, they're not. Never mind. I was wrong. I think I was thinking of a different species, or different kind. But yes, they are fully aquatic. Oh, the pods. Hey, there's Anadu. Trypophobia is a real thing. Yeah, it is. So I've heard. Pippa frog phobia. It's interesting because I've always heard them being referred to as Suriname toads. Never heard Pippa frog. Sorry, I'm a little behind chat. I'm also a little bit behind on what's going on behind me. Hey there, first class fish. Thank you very much for stopping by. Peplin Creek Aquatics, welcome. Annette, Scotty was being mean to you. Get him, Annette. Aw. No, Annette. Scotty, say you're sorry. We will be behaving in this class. No being mean. Annette says, does that mean no meeting for 2 weeks? Oh, Dee Dee, that played a huge role as to why I was bullied my childhood. I was a tattletale. I did not keep any secrets. If somebody was misbehaving in class or people were trying to ditch class, I would go straight to the headmaster. But there was a reason why I was like that, because I come to school and and because it was a private school, my parents were obviously paying for us to be there, me and my siblings. My parents are working hard to pay for us to come here to learn. I'm not learning anything. Where's the teacher? The kids are trying to leave class. Fix this, headmaster. And they could care less. Um, and it was very, very. I did not enjoy it. I wasted my entire middle school years there. Ooh, that's nice. Ian, how'd you fix it though? Did AI's customer service help you at all? I was hoping only Oscars would also join us because I was told to wait for an email regarding questions of something. But okay, you guys carry on talking. I'm going to finish that, and then I think we'll call it a day because it is 3:37, and I want to take a little bit of a break before getting ready to watch Stephen, Myrtle, and Kelly talk about plants. Wait, I don't need that. I need this. And I'm also going to hook this back up. I'm going to cover that up back. I'll be right back. Gotta get more water. Plop this on here for now. Hey there, Craig's Catfish Caves. Thank you very much for stopping by. Oh, lovely. That's always fun. I would never do that. I'd just be like, just replace my thing, please. Cool. Caught up with chat. Didn't see any questions for me, so I will continue on. Stanky. Fair enough, Ian. Fair enough. Although I've never really had any issues with AI's customer service. It was always just annoying that I had to send the light back, wait for them to take a look at it, and then send telling us that, oh, can't be fixed. We're just gonna send you a new one, and then waiting for that to get here. But everybody has different experiences, I guess. Be back. I have returned. Any questions or anything for me? Nope. Cool. Turning off. Just need a little bit more water. Right back. Hello again. Chat's dead. Hope everybody's okay. this on as well. All right, that's good. Move all these freaking floating plants away. Then I'm gonna fill up the hang on back filter. Get that running. And we are good to go. Got it. You got it. You good. You good. Then make it, put it on the slowest setting, and we are good to go. Sweet. Who in chat has signed up for the aquascaping competition? I'm curious. For the Keystone Clash. Oof. Yeah, Shady Chat's just a little quiet right now. Everybody's lurking, I guess. It's okay, Shady. The better ones are coming up. I will admit that. Scotty says, I don't think anybody here has. Okay. Scotty, are there still spots available? Nine spots are taken. Only person I can think of that is on YouTube is Big Steve. Okay. So in case anybody's interested in the aquascaping competition, I don't know if anybody has posted it, but that's the link to that. Feel free to check it out. It's a really cool competition. I enjoy it. I haven't participated in it, but Ian says, I'm working in the fish room, gonna make 20 gallons of RODI soon. Sweet. Ian, I saw a video where you were hooking up that you were installing that new frag tank to your main system. How's that going? Yeah, Zen, you gotta come to the clash. I mean, come on. Half the fish fam wants to see you there. So Shady, you are allowed to bring stuff of your own. However, there will be hardscape and plants available. So if you can't bring anything for it, that's totally fine. There will be stuff available there. But if you want to bring like a hardscape that you built for your setup, or you want to bring your own plants or whatever, you are welcome to do that. But if you can't bring any of that stuff in, there will be stuff available there. If you want to bring some fish, or if you end up buying fish at the clash that you want to put into your aquascape, you're welcome to do that as well. Unless Scotty wants to correct me if I said anything that is incorrect, but that's what I believe is accurate. It's all plumbed now, lighting in place, got the power head working, should be filled with salt by tomorrow. Sweet. We might talk about it in the live stream that we do. I'm gonna actually reach out to Ian to discuss more of the specifics. Yep, you don't have to bring any hardscape. You just have the option to supplement if you have a specific thing you want to. Yep, that's right. There's plenty of hardscape, substrate, plants there as well. I know I'm going to be bringing some plants to donate for the aquascaping competition. Um, I know last year Tropica sponsored the aquascaping competition, and so there were a lot of Tropica plants there, which was really cool. Yes. Just go to the Keystone Clash on the aquascaping section, and it gives you a big breakdown of everything. Or if you have questions, just shoot them an email. They'll be happy to help you out. Hopefully that'll convince you to participate, Shady. Be interesting to see what you make. Yep, that's absolutely right. So I hope I said it correctly, but yeah. Yeah, regardless if regardless, everybody should be able to participate if you can. I'm not a plumber, just FY. Well, Ian, when you're especially in the saltwater world, you end up becoming one. Let's be honest here. Yeah, Shady. I posted the link. Just go and hit register or whatever, pay the fees. You're good to go. Alrighty. Stop making noises. Stop making noises. You never make noises, you piece of junk. Whatever. All right, moving on to this guy. Sorry, guys. I know this is might be boring, but I appreciate you guys sticking around, hanging out with me. but I also need to keep track of time. It's 4:02. All right, so I think unless anybody has anything for me, um, I think we'll call it a day. And because in an hour, um, Steven's going live. Steve, Shady, it's not about just skill level. It's a great opportunity to just show, just show what you got, and it's a great learning curve as well. Um, and what I've seen a lot of people do is after the competition, especially after the results are given away. If I remember correctly, like you do get access to the judging sheets, and sometimes the judges will leave comments as well. And and then what a lot of people will do is they will talk with the judges and kind of ask, for advice or tidbits or anything like that, which is I think is cool. So it's definitely a learning experience as well. So you shouldn't don't think that don't be in the mentality that, oh, there's a lot of people who are way better than me, I don't think it's worth me doing it. Absolutely not. If you are financially able to and you are going to the clash, I strongly encourage anybody to participate. It's definitely, um it's a competition, but I think it's also fun. Yeah, yeah, you've got people who've never aquascaped in their life before participating, and from absolute beginners to people who've been aquascaping for a long time. So there's no criteria in terms of expertise. Yeah, Shady. No pressure, by the way, but you should definitely go for it. Doesn't hurt. Show us what you got. Myrtle, not everything is about you. Wink, wink. Jennifer Weaver says, my son did it last year, never done it before, had a blast, and returning this year. Sweet. Happy to hear that. I was actually one of the judges last year. Don't know about this year, but it was definitely fun. That's for sure. And really talented people. Yeah, do it, Shady. We're cheering you on. And there's spots available. I remember like one of the tanks that I really liked, one of the scapes, it was actually placed in the auction and I wanted it. Unfortunately, um the auction price was going way high and I was like, nope, not happening. Somebody else ended up getting it, which is fine, but I really liked that scape. It'd be definitely interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, my experience, it has helped me learn the objective rules of scaping, such as layers, focal point, end point, etc. Don't forget the rule of thirds, so that I can at least make stuff I don't hate. Yeah, definitely. And that's one thing that I've done when I've been judging is I always leave comments, whether it be mo- to be honest, it's always been positive. It's been like constructive criticism where I think things would have been done better. If there was no constructive criticism needed, I just said beautiful scape. Love the choice of plants. This, yeah, yada yada yada. And I remember a few people, at least one person, actually came up to me last year. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to participate, but he came up to me and he said that, but he didn't participate, but he was helping with this with the competition, and he said that because I guess he was looking over my to tally the points and he saw my grading sheets and he said that I just love the fact that you always leave comments and it's always like beneficial, and that kind of got me a little emotional, and it's because I just wanted to leave something to benefit the scaper. But yeah, it's definitely fun, definitely an enjoyment. If anybody has the ability to participate, I strongly encourage you do so. Shady, I don't believe so. I know if you go to that link I sent you, it has all the rules and everything. So, just go over it on your own pace. But I believe on one of the days, I think you have the entire day. Scotty or Jenna or whoever's here, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, and then I think on the day when judging begins, you do have a little bit of time during the beginning to do any touch-ups, and then after that, the judging starts. But yeah, some of my inspirations and where I've learned, George Farmer is a big one. I've learned a lot on aquascaping through him. Um, there's another company that sets up according like large scapes and things like that. I can't remember. MD FishTanks did a video at their place in Texas, and they make a lot of cool scapes, and so a lot of I've gotten a lot of inspiration from them as well. Um, but in terms of all like the different rules, the different types, the artistry and science of scaping and all that, a lot of it I've learned from George. Okay, so you have a day and an hour or something like that. Check out the rules on the website. It tells you everything. Yep, there you go, Shady. Yeah, MD Fish Tanks does do a lot of great scapes, that's for sure. I like the Tropica guys. They do fancy stuff, and I fear that's biting of more than I can chew, but maybe I can gain some pointers at least. Yeah, just start from you got to start somewhere. So start from beginner friendly, right? Like Zen, like I would strongly encourage you to get the Tropica app. We went over it in one of the live streams, and they've got a lot of aquascaping recipes and pointers. There's like articles on how to scape, how to plant, choosing the right scape, things like that, water chemistry, all that stuff. And so I would say that's a good place to go. Not sponsored by Tropica, by the way, but definitely. For the schedule, you have 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Friday for scaping and 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. for final touches on Saturday. Gotcha. So I was right to an extent. Okay. All right. So unless anybody has any questions for me in particular, um, I think we'll call it a day. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Um, like I said, if anybody in the moderators can share the link to Stephen, Myrtle, and Kelly's stream that's going to be happening, What Your Plants, I would appreciate that. Everybody go over there. They know way more about plants than I do. And um, I appreciate you guys sticking by. Feel free to hit the like button if you liked it. If you don't, that's totally fine. If you missed the live stream, I apologize, but thank you for watching it. For the replay crew, make sure you hit the notification bell so that way you don't miss any future live streams. And like I said, I'll be posting the link to the new channel for Atlantic Aquariums on the community page soon. So if you want to subscribe, feel free to do so. You don't have to by any means. And I will see you guys at some point this week for the plant unboxing, which I'm pretty excited about. Hopefully hopefully I'll get everything that I ordered, including that one plant. Excuse me. And yeah, so unless anybody has any other last minute questions, I think this is a good spot. Hang on. StreamYard's being weird, and I think I know why. Anyway. All right, with that being said, guys, take care of yourself. Enjoy the week. Stay safe. Keep taking care of your aquariums, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.